Oh, goodness. Hey, y'all. I'm in my rawest form, and I'm just kind of in the blues today. Even though I'm sleepy and I'm tired, you can hear it in my voice. But let me tell you about just the last 2 days I had. Christmas Eve, um, he texted me saying he wanted his basis of it was texting me he wanted me to uh, spend the night over there with Dallas, and I'm like, nah, I'm like so straight. He proceeded. He was like, well, I'm just trying to you know looking trying to see what Dallas wants, and Dallas wants to see both of her parents together on Christmas. I was like, first of all, you don't know what Dallas wants. Dallas wants to be happy wherever she is, and she's good. Like, she's good right now. She's not saying, oh, like moping around saying, I wish, my daddy was here. She's not doing all of that. Dallas just wants to be a happy child. She's always been. So I'm like, first of all, like, Dallas is good. Second of all, this is just one of your controlling tactics. Think that you know what Dallas want, what I want, what I'm doing, what you know, you trying to control what you think she wants. And so she was like, Dallas will want this. I'm like, you don't know what Dallas wants. Stop speaking for people. You spoke for me long in our marriage. Stop doing that. So I kind of got mad. He kept bothering me. I said, well, I'm just trying to be respectful of you. This is my last text to you. Good night. So Christmas, he um he texted me, was like, what's Dallas doing? And so I FaceTime him. I didn't respond. I FaceTime him, and that was his opportunity to talk. And of course she kept saying, where's him? And that's just normal. He was like, he's with his mom. You can call his mom. You can call his phone. And he was telling me, well, you like, call. Okay. And so, but she still want to talk to you. But he already hung up. And so once he hung up, she, started crying. She was like, Daddy, I want to talk to Daddy. And so I called him back. And he was like, she doesn't want to talk to me. And I said, first of all, and I tried to explain that, like, first of all, she's still calling for you. But she's still asking for you. He was like, and I was like, so if we're bothering you, because he was like that he was getting ready or whatever. I was like, so if we're bothering you, if your child's bothering you on Christmas, then I'm sorry. And so I hung up. And then after I hung up again, she started crying. I was like, look, we about to go, to Auntie house. We about to go see Sage. Just trying to divert it off her thing off. And I was like, and I emailed him and I said, for someone who the day before would want to put himself in Dallas shoes, wanting her parents to be together, you were straight, like, nonchalant today, and wasn't trying to talk to your daughter. he truly gets on my nerves. And I told him, I said, don't ever belittle me, because he texted me afterwards that day and was like, you're slow. Like, he told me I was slow. And I'm like, I'm not slow. I know she's asking. When you hung up on her, she started crying. She was saying, Daddy, Daddy. I know what she wants. As her mom, I know. So that I emailed him all of that, and I said, look, bruh, don't ever talk to me like that again. Here's the situation that happened, but you were not in the car with us. You was busy getting ready for wherever you was going, and you was too busy to talk to your daughter, and you was getting aggravated maybe because she wanted you. So, but this is your daughter, and she still wants you. So that broke my heart. That's the only time, like, she cried on Christmas, when her dad hung up in her face. That makes me so angry. It makes me angry. And today, this is what prompted the video, because I sent all of her stuff that she needed, like her summer clothes and her defibrillator and everything. And I remember last week it was like, pack her passy just in case, it's a long ride or whatever. I said, okay, it's fine. She may not want to sit in the car seat for 9 hours. It's fine. This morning, supposed to be here at 9, got here at 10:30. Kept he was like, okay, I'm be here at 9:40. Okay, I'm be here at 10. Okay, I'm be here at 10:15. He sent me messages like that. Then we got here, got out the car. Normally he'll just come and pick her up and go back to the car. Come to the door. Come to the door. And he was like, we want to know if you want to come to Florida. First of all, random. Second of all, no, I'm not coming to Florida. And proceeded like an Easter speech. And Dallas can come to my preschool. It comes to my school because they have preschool and they have daycare. And it looked like it was rehearsed. And I said, how random is that? Like, number one, like, stop trying to bring children into, stop trying to manipulate the whole situation with, because he's trying to make me look like a bad person for not, like, doing whatever, like, not going to Florida. Like, he knew I wasn't going to Florida. Why would you ask that? You know, Dallas has her own school. Why would you have him to ask me? It's so much. So, anyway, I was like, here's Dallas, here's her stuff. Here's the Christmas present that she got you. Goodbye. An hour later, he called me saying, where's her passy? I said, you need her passy now? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, well, it's in the bag. So, and then I texted him. I was like, she has her movies, her Peppa movies, her tablet, her stickers, her books, like her phone, her baby doll. Like, maybe you can use that, instead of, giving her passy. Like, it's an hour after you've been driving and you need her passy. And when I was talking to him, I was hearing Dallas in the background. She wasn't crying or anything. She was like, Daddy. She's talkative. And I was like, if you can't handle a child being talkative, like, what's your MO? I was so mad. And I was like, we already agreed. I have a screenshot of a text. We already agreed that we are stopping the passy. Like, we're stopping her binky. And the week of, I started this week. And I told Dallas, we're not going to have the passy before bedtime. So she's been doing absolutely good this whole week. And then 1 hour after you got her, you need a passy to shut her up? Like, are you kidding me? Parent of the year, the best parent in the world, since you know what you're doing because you have a child of your own. A parent who don't know how to communicate and put electronics in their faces so they can shut up, or passies in their faces so they can shut up. Like, that makes me so mad. And I told him, I was like, maybe you need to do this. Instead of, I know you're driving, but give her bag, talk to her, sing songs, do something. Instead of giving her passy. So when I just FaceTimed Dallas, she just chilling with the passy in her mouth. Like, she talking with it, in it. And I said, this looks ridiculous. You look ridiculous. And I know it's a long ride. I know you have bad nerves and, you get angry easily. Your fuse is up to here. But, like, if you don't know how to have two children in a car driving down to Florida, then maybe you should evaluate how you do things. Maybe you should take one child at a time. Or maybe, you can fly them down. I know that may be a hassle for him, or maybe you shouldn't have put yourself in this predicament in the first place, because this is the bet that you made, and now you're just trying to do whatever's necessary. I'm like, there have been plenty of times I had to ride with her 12 hours on a bus 2 weeks ago, 12 hours there and 12 hours back. I had to drive, like, to the cabins 2 hours with her, and she did not have her passy. Like, you have to do what you have to do in order to still be a parent, but still, try to accommodate. Like, it makes me so mad when what makes me mad is that the fact that he makes himself seem what he really isn't. And I'm not saying that he's not a good parent. What I'm saying is that you cannot stop parenting. Like, parenting is 24/7. When you're trying to discipline, like, you don't give your child ice cream and cake for dinner because they're hollering they don't want vegetables. No, you still give them their vegetables because you know that's what they need. So you don't, oh, because, I don't want to hear her, I'm going to give her her passy. Knowing that it is detrimental to her, and we agreed that we were going to stop. But now, because it benefits you, it's like we're just going to throw our plan out the window. That's what makes me mad. And that's what co-parenting is really about. He don't want to co-parent. He want to do whatever it is over there to make his life easier. That means when he has her, he calls me and say, "Can you come get her? I can't take her this day." I've had all of that. And whatever makes his life easier, he's going to do it and ask for forgiveness later. And that has not worked good with me. It has worked with people around him, and he's doing what he want to do, and they're enabling him. But no, I'm the person that's like, I see him for what he is. And I'm very, very, very tired of the BS and his promises, his words and stuff that he don't keep. So, that was just a rant. And whatever, in all else fails, she's covered by the blood of Jesus Christ. That won't, his behavior, I'm very sad that he's the equation, like, as a manipulation tool, or like, he didn't have to ask, "Can I go to Florida?" and ask, "Can Dallas go to his school?" Like, first of all, what was that for? This is the day after Christmas. Y'all are going to Florida. He knew I was not coming. And he probably didn't think about it. He probably want Amber to come to Florida. Well, let's ask her. Knowing good and well I don't want to. We're not together. We are divorced. So you're going to bring a innocent person into this madness so I can look like the bad person. He is a class act, man. Oh, he makes my head hurt. He makes my head hurt. Moral of the story. If I had a moral. If you are in a divorce situation, divorce brings out the ugly in people. It can bring out the best. It can bring out ugly. Whatever you choose. If you are in a divorce situation with a toxic person, a narcissistic person, an unbelieving person, just a very, headstrong type person who does what they want to do. Cover your children in prayer. Like, your prayers go further than what you can actually physically handle. And I pray over Dallas every day. Today wasn't no different. I covered her. I oiled her down, and she's covered. And I pray that he do not bring her into situations that try to pawn her. He's done that with me before. Like, use her as a pawn. Like, on Christmas Eve, you gonna use her as a pawn because you want to be with me on Christmas Eve? That's ugly, man. Like, that's low, and that's desperate for somebody. And all of this stuff is not making me want to be with him, because that's what he wants me back. And I'm like, none of this stuff is making me want you. Like, none of it. And I don't want him. I'm sorry, somebody was singing. And I just pray over her that she's not succumb to all of that. Like, for real. And he's taking her down to his family, and that's, his family. And I learned about them this year, and, God be with them. I don't mess with them. But I said, when stuff hits the fan and you see how people react in a crisis, and what they really stand for, you can kind of see what like they all about. So I was like, Lord, just keep her. Just, keep her. Her angels are with her, guarding her, guarding, all of that. So I'm just, here I'm gonna get rest. And I just had to vent because he makes me so mad sometimes. Like, I've been dealing with him since the divorce last month, like doing, stuff, and then still trying to get me back. And like 2 weeks ago, he called me his covenant wife. I said, bruh, you sound crazy. You sound crazy. You sound crazy. And it's like dangerously crazy. Don't call me your wife. I'm not your wife. He don't believe in divorce papers. He believed in his divorce papers from his wife previous to me, but like divorce don't apply to me. That's like crazy. That's like mental crazy. When you coming up and asking, do I want to go to Florida? That's mental crazy. Knowing that I don't want you, knowing I don't want to go to Florida, no, like all it is, it's mental crazy. There are people out here that's like mentally crazy. I hate that I found out who he was this year, but thankfully I don't have to be in that situation anymore. But don't use your children as pawns and manipulation tactics. That's not cool. That don't sit well with me. So, y'all pray for me. Y'all pray for me. Pray for my strength in the Lord. I have been till this far amazed at the strength that I have had to deal with him. But sometimes he just push my buttons. Like push him. But she's covered. And it's nothing for me to be worried about. I'm just trying to get over this congestion and stuffy nose. Like I've been taking. Maybe I need some Mucinex or something. I'm just tired. All right. That was my venting. Sorry. Sorry, but not so sorry. Had to get off my chest.